best description for Luis in my experience is he's very positive, he's collaborative, and most important, he's caring about the people that he works with. And that comes through on a daily basis when you work with Luis.
Even if he was busy with other things, he would take the time out to sit and talk to you, especially if you had a problem or an issue. I always felt backed by him. And I always felt like he was in my corner, no matter what the situation was.
Luis is a very kind man. Luis has a very strong work ethic, and he is very, very passionate about children and their future. So he was really an educator in the true sense of the word. And he was very inspiring for others, and he never passed up a chance to tell his story, his inspirational story to others.
38 years ago, I had to make a decision on my selected profession. When my dad sat down with me and asked me, are you going to continue to work with us in the fields, or are you going to continue your schooling? I thought I was taking the easy way out. And I said, Dad, I want to continue with my schooling. And thank God, and I count my blessings every day that my father allowed me to continue the path of schooling versus continuing working in the fields. I loved working in the fields, but I wanted to try something different where I knew I could have an impact on others.
Luis Castellanoz was an asset to the district by being a role model. I've known Luis since he was my principal in middle school, and he always, even then, led by example. He showed us what good and hard work meant to the children of Tulare, meant to the educators of Tulare.
I always tried to lead by example, never asking other staff members to do anything that I was not willing to do myself. And I would always try and celebrate those milestones and successes that they had either with their families or within our work environment, and share out information about the accomplishments of certain people, always recognizing people for all the good things and the good qualities that they exemplified.
He really was a great communicator. He communicated at all levels. He communicated well with the board. He communicated with the staff. He was a strong proponent of staff education and staff development, as well as to students.
Working with Luis on a daily basis, you get to see how much he really does care about children. And with students, it was his desire to stay connected and interact with students. Luis kept the district focused and on track of what we were really all there for.
And that's what his main focus was. He wanted to make sure that everything was right for kids.
I'm married. I've been married to my wonderful wife for 38 years. We have a stepson. We have 3 grandchildren and 2 great-grandchildren. In my family, there were 10 boys and 6 girls. They were my best friends, and they could also be my worst enemies. Growing up, we had a good time. We lived out in the country, and so we learned to really become best friends.
He left a huge legacy at the district. He left a thriving and healthy school district. He left increased student morale as well as staff morale. It really doesn't get much better than that.
It's just a great year to culminate 38 years of service to the children of Tulare City Schools and the children of Tulare County. Thank you.